Hi guys, I'm here today to do my September weekly wrap-up week one. But before I start, I wanted to do two quick announcements. The first one is to thank the 100 subscribers that have subscribed to me. I hit 100 subscribers this week, and it means a lot to me, and I will be doing some giveaways that are coming, so be on the lookout for that. And the second one, if you're in the path of Hurricane Irma, please be careful and stay safe. Just know I'm thinking of you guys. And yeah, I lived in Florida for 9 years, and I was lucky enough not to have to go through a hurricane. So yes, please be safe. And yeah, now on to my wrap up. I read 5 books this week, and I'm going to start with the last book I read because it's the only one on my Kindle, and it's just easier to do my Kindle books first than my physical. And that is Tempting the Best Man by Jennifer L. Armentrout, writing as Jalen. This is book 1 in the Gamble Brothers series. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. This follows Madison and Jace. Madison goes away for the weekend. It's her brother's wedding, and she is a bridesmaid, and Chase is a groomsman, and they go away, and Madison has always loved Chase, or had a crush on him, and he kind of felt the same way, but he didn't want to overstep on, like, Mitch. He didn't want to date his best friend's sister, and stuff. This is more of a steamier read, as you can tell by the cover, so just be aware of that. I did give this 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. Then the next one I read was my TBR author of the month, which was Jay McLean. So I read More Than This. This is book 1 in the More Than This series. This is set in high school, but I would say it's more of a mature YA / new adult. This follows Michaela, and Jake. And they meet on the night of her prom, and she has a boyfriend and finds out that he was cheating on her, and she meets Jake in, I don't remember where she meets him, but she meets him somewhere, and then that night she goes home and she finds something horribly happened, and she doesn't know what to do. I'm not going to tell you anything else about other than that because I don't want to spoil it, but I did enjoy it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and this was the first book by the author, and I'm excited to read more in this series and more of her other series. So yeah, I also think this might be her first book. So yeah. Then I read Playboy Pilot by V. Keelan and Penelope Ward. This is the 3rd book in the Cocky Bastard series, standalone series. I don't actually know if it's actually a series, but I'm calling it a standalone series. This was a romance reveal book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. This follows Kendall and Carter. Kendall decides to go away on a trip, spur of the moment, and Carter happens to be the pilot, and they spend a few days on, I don't remember where. I think it was somewhere in Australia. And yes, I really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah. Then the next book I read was a reread, and that is Be My Hero by Linda Cage. This is the third book in the Forbidden Men series. This is my favorite book in the series, and I've read 6 of them. And this is my favorite book in the series. And rereading it, I just remembered how much this is my favorite book in the series. This follows Puck and Eva. And yeah, I don't want to tell you too much about this book because I feel like it's better going into this book with not knowing much. But I would recommend reading this series in order because you do meet the couples throughout. So the first 2 book couples are in this series, in this book. So I highly recommend you read the Forbidden Men series in order, just so you could get the enjoyment of how they became a couple in their stories, and then throughout the series you could see them progress. But yes, highly recommend. My favorite book in the series. I obviously gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend the Forbidden Men series. Yes. Then the last book I read was also a reread, and that is Fallen Crest Public. This is book 3. Right? Yeah, book 3 in the Fallen Crest series. This follows Logan, Sam, and Mason. Again, I don't want to give away too much about this because this is book 3 in the series, and this series has to be read in order. So yes, but I highly recommend this. This series is really fun to read. It's like a soap opera. If you like those sort of things where it's drama filled, I highly recommend the Fallen Crest series because it is drama filled. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars and can't wait to continue on with the series. But as I said, very drama filled. So if you don't like that, then I would not recommend reading this. But if you love that, then you should pick up Fallen Crest. But those are the 5 books I read this week. So yeah, if you want like a full review on any of these, just let me know. I think after I finish with the Fallen Crest series, that I plan to do a series review. And probably the same for the Forbidden Men series. I may actually do a review on the first 3, then after I reread the other books and then read 7, 8, and 9, I'll probably do a review on those books together. So yes, I'll see you guys later. Bye.